right, another fine episode. My buddy Mark Rose, who I've duped. You tried to dupe me, but I duped you back.
I'm ready for you today.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Because Factor Fish Story's for real this year.
I got two of them for you.
Oh boy.
So, football. There's an alligator swimming
What
right
the
there.
heck?
Yeah. Football. So.
Were you just trying to throw me off?
So football. We are state playoffs. West Memphis High School Blue Devils. We're hosting the playoffs in West Memphis.
Now, when you say we, does that mean you are playing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Because I knew you're a baseball guy.
Well, I
You
played.
was a football too?
I played everything in high school. Ran track, all that. I had some wheels back then. Before I married somebody that could cook. But so I play split end, wide receiver for West Memphis Blue Devils. We're hosting the playoffs at Blue Devil Stadium, and I think it's so funny. It's embarrassing, but it's so funny because we have a really good quarterback. His name was Nat Hastings, and me and Nat have done some cool things. I mean, we've made some bombs and big touchdowns. The bomb. If we score,
he's watching. So.
Yeah, he remembers. If we score one more touchdown, James, we go to the state championship, what every high school athlete dreams of. If you play
any sport,
high school, yes, we're going to the state championship. Nat Hastings drops back. I run a little post route, and my safety just goes in for some crazy. Evidently, the play called for some fakes or something, and he read it to go that way. James, I'm in about 5 feet from the end zone, fixing to be in the end zone, sitting there like this, and it's that slow mo. Like that song Dream, you just start playing slow motion like a reel on social media.
I can see it now.
The ball's coming. I can see the seams. It's coming. I'm coming to, and it hits my fingertips. As pretty a pass as you. I'm all alone. Nobody's around me.
Were you wearing gloves?
There's 9 million people watching me, and I miss it. I drop it, and it's something. You know how you have to live through life. The guy in the World Series, I forget his name, that the ball went right through his legs, or they win the World Series. It happened. It was one of the most famous World Series highlights ever. But there's that alligator again. And I drop it, and there's another one over there.
I see that one.
Yeah.
Drop it.
I drop it, and
you ruin everybody's life.
It's pretty much in that stadium, and I've had to live with it for the rest of my life.
Till this day.
Yeah.
You're living with it right now.
I
kind of feel bad
kind of
that
like
I've even drug this up right now.
Kind of like the Team GT series, fishing, how cool that was this past fall and how we got to share.
Oh, yeah.
It would be like you fixing to go to the championship.
Yes.
You got the fish on. You fixing to put your hands on it.
Yes. It jumps off.
Because you did something goofy, like wrapped your line around a steering wheel or something. That's the way I felt. It was all my fault.
I feel terrible. I have not ever in a Factor Fish Story ever felt terrible until this minute right now. Where's Ski? He can boost me up again. Yeah. This was the worst, saddest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life, Mark.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to hear the other story.
There's that alligator again.
I see him.
Oh, that's a turtle.
You're already lying to me. You don't even know the difference between a turtle and an alligator. Why, Mark? Why did you have to bring this story up?
I don't know.
From the past.
I know. It was sad. I don't even know what made me think about it, other than just something, that was terrible happened.
Well, God,
it's not as bad as the next one, though.
Good Lord, I'm just so thankful that I got to bring this sad situation up in your life, Mark.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad you're sitting here with me?
I'm a competitor too, and those are tough to deal with.
After listening to that, I don't know if I can take much, especially a near-death experience.
Yeah.
Tell me about this, please.
So you know, Sully had an experience on the Hudson River.
Yeah, flying his airplane on it.
Yeah, yeah. I had a more important near-death experience. Sully ain't got nothing on this story.
Oh boy, here we
So-
go. Let me get my rubber boots on.
So we're getting ready to have a tournament. It was right along that 9/11 time that our tournament got canceled, championship FLW. And I had gone down there to practice. I put in at this boat ramp, and I forget some boat. I don't even know where we are. So I put in, and if you remember, the Hudson is a tidal river.
Oh yeah.
The boat launch I put in at, I idled out and got on the main river, and there's an old boy over there. Probably had a really good time the night before. And his ski boat was sitting sideways on the sandbar.
Just like you left it.
Right. The good Samaritan that I am, I got a tow rope. This was my first 10 minutes on the Hudson River. And I see an old boy that tide done went out, and he's, you know, he done spent all night up there probably doing what he probably shouldn't have.
Bad
a little
things.
too long
Yeah.
when the tide went out on him. So I reach in there and I got a tow rope. I get my tow rope. Well, my tow rope, James, is a hook that's metal.
Okay.
And it's got a loop on the other end.
Okay.
So I tie the, I pull up to him, say, you know, can I help you? And yeah, he needs some help. So there's that alligator again. Anyway, that alligator was really distracting me. I think it had a squirrel on his back that time.
What's a squirrel?
A squirrel was catching a
Ride the
ride
alligator
across
across the island back to the mainland. I saw that with
Okay.
my own eyes.
The alligator gets me back into
Yes,
focus, though.
yes.
So here we are on the Hudson. And I asked the old boy, I said, you need
I've
some
been
help?
on the Hudson before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked him, do you need some help? He said, yes. So I pull over there. Well, I can't get quite to him, but my tow rope can.
Yep.
And I throw him, I hook around the back,
Yeah.
the loop on the end of my, I hook the hook around the loop, put it on my deal back there in the back, the cleat, and I throw him the metal end. And here old boy comes walking across, I mean, he's that deep, you know. So he grabs his hook, he hooks it to the front of his ski boat, and I'm far as from here to there from the sandbar, so I got plenty of room I got a lot of torque.
To jerk him around and get
Right.
him going.
And I got that Mercury just giving, you know,
Yep.
a lot of horsepower. And and keep in mind, he's up there pretty, I mean, there ain't that much water
Right.
on a ski boat. I'm giving it all I got. James, I look around behind me.
I don't know why I'm laughing right now.
This
really
is
tragic.
serious.
It's
I mean,
serious
this is a
business.
near-death experience.
Okay.
Don't laugh.
I'm not.
So I'm giving it all I got, and this rope, I don't know what the breaking strength on this
Tensile
rope is.
strength.
Yeah, but I'm maxing it out.
Yeah.
Because he's on sand.
Yeah. It ain't given.
Right, and it's a heavy boat. And I turn around, James, and when I turn around, I feel something.
Gives.
It
Pop.
just pops, but it didn't pop. The rope did not break. That metal, I mean, this is a big piece of metal.
Yeah.
You know
Oh, yeah, I
much
know
about
about-
artillery. You know something about
do.
artillery.
Yes, I do.
Do you know them bullets that kill people are about
Yes.
that big?
Yes.
This thing is that big.
Yeah.
And it's solid metal. It's
Where's it
straightened
going?
out. And I turn around, and James, if I'm lying, I'm dying. That thing comes, grazes. I see it kind of coming, and I turn like this, grazes my ear, comes by my ear. See that sunspot?
Yeah, I do see that sunspot.
It would have touched that sunspot and shatters my windshield.
On your 374 Ranger?
That far from my brain.
Mark, that's scary business.
What do you think about that?
That's a story right there.
I mean, you're going to probably have dreams about that.
I'm still having dreams about your football miss.
You're going to say, tonight when you go to bed, you say, Lord, thank you for that
miracle.
That miracle way back when, 9/11.
Straightened out.
Straightened out.
And here it comes.
Here it comes, like a bullet.
And your cat-like reflexes.
It's like if you were to turn around when somebody's fixing to shoot at you, and that bullet, you know how like on James Bond movies you could kind of, the media people slow it down where you can see the bullet. I could see it, my life coming to an end.
Did you see the same kind, or did you have the same kind of reaction when you missed the football, when you missed the wide open catch?
I just was embarrassed.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to figure this out. I mean, both epic stories, right?
You're going to need a calculator, a calendar.
Yeah, everything involved.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right. Mark, I've known you quite a while. Those are the best 2 stories you've ever told me.
Those are pretty good stories.
They're real good stories.
Yeah.
Real good stories. I'm going to say that the Hudson River was a fact and your football miss was a fish story, because I knew you were a stellar athlete back in the day, and Mark Rose never misses a catch like that. Yes!
I appreciate the credit that you're giving me in my football catching skills.
Yes.
And you nailed it.
Ah, yeah! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
I wouldn't have dropped that pass.
No, you wouldn't have dropped that pass.
I wouldn't have been able to stand here and talk to you in front of that camera. You
wouldn't even be a professional bass fisherman today, and you dropped that pass, it would have ruined your life.
I would have been able to be an athlete.
No athleticism at all left in you after that.
Did you just say athleticism?
Athleticism gone after that.
You said athleticism.
Sort of like saying things backwards, Mark. I did learn how to count to 100.
Here comes that squirrel back across. He's going back across to get
He's
him another
waving at
nut.
us. Hey, squirrel. Probably the best ever. Mark's always, you were way better than Skeet. I'm going to tell you that right now. Skeet's terrible. Terrible. All right. Your stories are off the chart. Another fine episode of Factor Fish Story brought to you by all the guys and the team at teamgtfishing.com.